Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Nandito na tayo sa ating susunod na module, ang week number 6. This module contains lessons on how you price the product and calculate cost productions in cookery. Anong performance standard natin? The learners demonstrate an understanding performing calculations for the cost of production in cookery. Our content standards. The learners will independently price the product and calculate cost production in cookery. So what you're going to do here is pepresyohan nyo yung mga iluluto nyo o yung mga produkto nyo na syempre niluto nyo and ika-calculate nyo kung magkano ang cost production. Syempre kailangan makalculate yung cost production para malaman nyo kung magkano ang ipepresyo nyo. So pagkatapos ng lesson na ito, kailangan number 1, alam na natin ang principles of costing. And number 2, makakapag-compute tayo ng cost of production. Okay, let's go to the pretest. The pretest is, here is the direction. Complete the following table. Copy and answer the given table on your notebook. Ito medyo maninibago kayo dito, no? So may product siya, may purchase cost, may selling price, may peso markup and percentage markup. Actually, I do believe na baka ilan lang sa inyo makasagot dito kasi magko-compute kayo dito. Hindi nyo pa alam kung paano yung pag-compute. So, hula-hulaan nyo na lang muna ito. Tapos, i-discuss ko ito as we go on. Then, looking back, the directions, write substitution for the following ingredients. Ito, kayang-kaya yung sagutan to. So, 1/4 cup breadcrumbs. Ano ang pwede nyong ipalit dito? 1 cup coconut milk, gata, ano pwedeng ipalit dito? 1/2 teaspoon cream of tartar, 1/4 cup oil, and 1/2 cup of sugar. Ano mga pwede nyong i-substitute dyan? Okay guys, pagpatuloy na natin, As a brief introduction, let's go first to calculation cost of production. So, una natin pag-uusapan ay pricing the product. There are many possible ways to price a product. Maraming paraan para lagyan ng presyo ang produkto natin. Yung iba, simple lang. Yung iba naman, medyo complicated. The entrepreneur should see to it that the profit desired is realistic and reasonable. Pag realistic, yung pwedeng gawin. Baka mamaya sobrang taas naman, sobrang baba naman. Okay? Kaya, at importante yan, reasonable. So, hindi naman siguro, pag tumingin yung tinignan yung presyo mo tapos medyo mataas, tatalikuran ka na yan, di ba? So, here is another way to price the product. So, production cost plus operating expenses plus profit forecast is equal to the total sales. Example, 80 pesos ang production cost, 50 pesos ang operating expenses, 30 pesos ang profit forecast, at 160 pesos ang total sales. Isa-isahin ko to. Pag sinabing production cost, ito yung presyo na ginamit nyo na nag-produce kayo. Halimbawa, yung mga ingredients, di ba? So, operating expenses, syempre, nag-operate kayo, gumamit kayo ng kutsilyo, pero usually naman, meron na kayo nun. Pero lang, kung halimbawa, magluluto kayo ng minatamisan, tapos may binili kayo, so kasama sa operating expenses yun. Profit forecast, ito yung tubo na pinakagusto natin ito, 'di ba? Yung tubo. Pag may tubo, maganda, 'di ba? So, gusto natin ng tama lang ang tubo. Wag na masyadong mataas, ano? Sa mga incheck nga, konting tubo lang, okay na, 'di ba? So, ano naman yung total sales? Ito na yung lahat-lahat. Okay, so anong formula? The formula that they use is total sales, which is 160 pesos, divided by the number of items or pieces of the product. So, kunyari, nakaproduce kayo ng 8 piraso, which is equal to 20 pesos selling price per item. It's 160 divided by 8. Okay? So, lumabas ay 20 pesos selling price. Sa bawat isang piraso, 20 pesos. Now, there are two ways of expenses that a business must meet after its establishments. Number 1, production cost refers to the cost of the actual materials, ingredients, and labor used in producing goods or products. The operating expenses refers to additional cost that covers the basic operation of the rest of the business. The other name of this is overhead. So, sa production cost, nandiyan na yung mga materials, di ba, mga ingredients. Sa operating expenses, yung mga medyo nadagdag nyo pa. Okay, so medyo na yung una kong bigay, yung una ko na ibigay na example sa inyo, uh, yung production cost at saka yung operating expenses, magkaiba yun, ha. So yung mga binili nyo mga gamit, nasa production cost pala yun. At operating expenses, ito yung mga overhead, yung mga medyo nadagdag nyo. Okay? Then profit, alam nyo na, pag profit, yan, pera. Okay. Example, Maha Blanca for recipe, yield 10, ibig sabihin, 10 servings. So production cost is this, 1/2 cup cornstarch, 27 pesos, 1/2 cup white sugar, 30 pesos, 2 cups coconut milk, 60 pesos, and 1 can evaporated milk at 28 pesos. So, operating expense, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Transportation, gumastos kayo ng pamasahe, dadagdag nyo yan. Utilities, syempre, gas, di ba? At kung ano pa man. Then, salary for the cook, kung may cook, syempre, maglalagay ka dyan. Promotions din, halimbawa, inalok nyo yung mga tao, may promotion kayo, syempre, may, maski pa paano, lalagyan nyo ng presyo. Lalo na yung mga, yung mga big companies, they go to commercials. Ano yung commercial? Malaki ang epekto nun sa, sa kanilang produkto. Pag nagbigay ka ng commercial or advertisement sa mga sikat na mga tao, o sa, di ba, kay Sharon Cuneta, o kay, sino pa ba artista? Kaya kung sino man ang artistang marami pa, ipo-promote nila yan. So pag napo-promote nila yan, mas naniniwala ang tao, di ba? Ang mga estudyante pag sinabi ni ma'am, sir, naniniwala, minsan papakamot na lang ng ulo yung magulang nyo. Ito rin, pag artista, akala ng karamihan ng tao, syempre, artista to, dito tayo, kasi, idol ko to. So, total of 335, cost of operating expenses. So, cost of operating expenses, 335 pesos divided by 10. So, magkano isang produkto? 33.50. Then, therefore, based on the given examples, the profit is clearly stated in having a reasonable price of the product. If you would analyze the salary of the cook and the promotion of your intentional profit for the whole yield, you can still add a markup cost not higher than 50% markup. Ito na yung kayo na ang lalagay ng percentage kung magkano ang gusto nyong idagdag pa, no? Pwede namang may markup, pwede nang wala, kasi actually dito makikita mo naman yung operating, lahat ng inano nila, no? Lahat na nilagay nila, itemize nila, pero tandaan nyo, ang markup, mas dadagdag yan sa inyong produkto. Pero wag naman kalahati, tubo nyo. Usually, mga markup is 10 to 20%. Okay na yun. Okay, kasi ito, yung binayaran nila kanina, yan lang yung mga gastos nyo. Wala pa yung pagod nyo. Okay, tuloy na natin, guys. How to calculate markup percentage. Markup is the difference between how much an item costs and how much you sell that item for, the item for. It's your profit per item. Ito yung tubo nyo. Pinakamaganda. Pag tubo, natin ang tubo. Diba? Tubo yan eh. So, any person working in business or retail, tingi-tingi, no? Will find the skill of being able to calculate markup percentage very valuable. Pag retail, tingi-tingi ito, mas mahal ito kaysa sa magbebenta ka ng wholesale. Okay? So, pag wholesale, maramihan yan, kailangan mas mura ng konti. Halimbawa, bigyan ko kayo ng example, pag bibili kayo halimbawa ng sampalok na 10 piraso at ibebenta nyo yan. Pagka binili nyo yan, ibebenta sa inyo yan ng, sabihin na natin piso isa, 10 piso. Okay? Pero ilan ang laman? Ang laman yan ay 12. Pag 12, tubo kayo magkano? 2 pesos. Okay? 2 petot. Okay. Now, follow the procedures. Number 1. Calculate your peso markup. This is done by subtracting your buying price from your selling price. Example, the selling price is 15 pesos and the purchase cost buying price is 10 pesos. So, magkano ang peso markup mo? 5 pesos. So, number 2, decide whether you want to calculate your percentage markup based on cost or selling price. Once you choose which one you're going to use, It is important you stick to the method you chose throughout all your calculations, or you will end up with faulty data. Magkakagulo-gulo yung data nyo. Dapat isa lang gagamitin yung mode ng pagtubo nyo. If you decide to calculate your percent markup based on costs, go to procedure 3. Okay? If you decide to calculate your percentage markup based on selling price, go to procedure 4. So procedure 3 muna tayo kung ang pinili nyo ay percentage markup based on cost. So example, calculate percent markup based on cost. This is done by dividing the peso mark by the cost. Example, peso mark is 5 pesos. Purchase cost is 10 pesos. So 5 pesos, the percentage markup should be 5 pesos or 50%. So ang peso markup nyo ay 5 piso, tapos ang cost or buying price is 10 pesos. So 10 pesos minus 5 pesos is 5 pesos. So kalahati. Or you may use number 4. Calculate your percent markup based on selling price. Pasensya na kayo, nasanay ako sa percentage markup eh. This is done by dividing the peso markup by the selling price. Example, peso markup is 5 pesos. Selling price is 15 pesos. So 15 divided by 5 is 0.33. Okay? Or 33%. Correction, sorry pala. 5 divided by 15 is 33, 0.33 or 33%. Make sure you consistently use either cost of the product or selling price to find the percent markup on each item. Even though the cost, selling price, and peso markup will always be the same, the percentage markup will be drastically different depending on only if you calculate it using selling price or cost. Using selling price will give you a lower percentage, assuming you are making a profit kasi may tubo ka na doon, while using cost will give you a higher percentage markup. Okay, tuloy natin. May correct lang ako kanina. Medyo na lumalabo na, alam niyo, malabo mata ni sir. Medyo hindi ko nabasa. Sa number 3, ang example is peso markup is 5 pesos divided by the purchase cost or buying price, which is 10 pesos. So, ang lalabas dyan ay 50%. So, magkano? 5 pesos. I will be discussing this later, para mas maintindihan nyo. So, analyzing selling price. Ito. Given the following native delicacies and its estimated cost of operating expense and number of yields, compute for the selling price. Ito, mga native to, cassava cake, kutsinta, halayang ube, sapin-sapin, ginataang halo-halo, maha blanca, bibingka, palitaw, espasol, banana Q. So, meron silang kanya-kanyang estimated cost at meron number of yields. Ibig sabihin, per serving. So, halimbawa, sa cassava cake nyo, 300 pesos na nagamit, ang nagastos, so may 30 pesos. May 30 pesos siyang may 30 pieces siyang nagawa. So anong gagamitin niyo for the selling price? And then 200 ang kutsinta, tapos number of fields 60 pieces. So magkano ang selling price? So ang selling price, you may choose kung magkano ang selling price diyan, meron kayong pagpipilian So kasi kasama na yung markup doon. Halayang ube is 400, then 8 lang ang na-produce nyo, so magkano? So, answeran nyo yan, maya-maya, diba? And then, kitchen math. Given the following recipe, pichi-pichi naman to, and its estimated cost, compute for the total purchase cost and impose a 50% markup to determine the selling price of your yield. Ang yield nyo ay 110 pieces. So, item, 4 cups grated cassava at 60 pesos. Then the second is 4 cups white sugar at 50 pesos. 4 cups water at 50 pesos. Mahal naman ang cup ng tubig, 1 teaspoon of Lyle water at 10 pesos. 1/2 cup shredded buko at 30 pesos. And 1 teaspoon vanilla at 5 pesos. So total is 205. The selling price is the total cost, okay, plus the peso markup divided by the number of yield, which is equal to the selling price. So, mamaya, i-compute nyo yan, Then, number 3, let me share directions. Rewrite complete the table below in your notebook by providing honest responses. Sa totoo lang ha, pagka hindi totoo, anong dapat gawin? So, ganito. No? Hindi totoo, sinungaling ka. Okay, magsabi ka ng totoo. Do you know how to cook native delicacies? Marunong ka ba magluto ng mga native na mga niluluto natin dito, no? Number 2, what type of native delicacies you wish to cook? Kung gusto niyo magluto, anong gusto niyo iluto na native delicacy? Number 3, are you able to market your finished product with proper costing? Kung magbebenta ka ba, mamamarket mo yan sa tamang presyo? And what are your general impressions about producing or manufacturing native delicacies? Ano ang nasa isip niyo pag sinabing mag-manufacture kayo, magluluto kayo ng native delicacies? Okay guys, baka magtanong kayo kanina, no? Ano ba yung lye water? Ang lye water guys is basically used to make your delicacies, medyo ang kulay ay yellow to orange, ano? Orange or orange to yellow. Ito ang nilalagay sa mga ramen o noodles para maging dilaw sila. Okay, ano naman yan, actually nabibili yan sa mga bote, no? Nakabote yan. Okay. So, may natutunan naman kayong araw na ito, ha? Pag may natutunan tayong araw na ito, pakpakan natin, di ba? So, remember, pricing the product can be made simple or complicated. There are many approaches done to price the product. The essentials are operating cost, the production cost, and the profit. Then, markup is the difference between how much an item costs and how much you will sell the item. So, yun yung tubo nyo sa So, bahala na kayo dun. Then, check your understanding. Create or innovate your own native delicacies. List down on a clean sheet of bond paper the kitchen materials and utensils needed, ingredients and procedures. Prepare all the needed materials and ingredients. Then, cook. Safety measures. Ensure the list of ingredients as well as the materials needed. Beware of the sharp objects. Make sure that you handle it carefully. Wear your apron and hairnet while cooking, and take extra careful when working, and please do not be messy. Okay? So, pag-usapan natin ito mamaya. Pagkatapos ng video na ito, pag-usapan natin ito kung ano gagawin nyo sa activity ito. Then, reflection. Ang GRASP model. Ano yung GRASP model? Ibig sabihin, G for goal, R for role, A for audience, S for situation, P for product, and P again for performance, and S for standards. So, grasps. Yan. Grasp with S. Grasps. Design. It's a design in preparing native delicacies. So, anong grasp model natin? Mamaya pag-uusapan natin ito kasi medyo, mahirap na activity to, no? Mamaya i-discuss ko sa inyo ito. So, write your answers on the answer sheet pagkatapos na mabasa niyo yung graphs niyo. Then, here are the questions, guide questions niyo. How can this lesson help you in your family, in your daily life? Naku, paulit-ulit na naman. Paano na naman makakatulong sa inyong pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay? Sagutan niyo ang mga activities niyo, except kung sinabi ko na huwag niyong sagutan. Ulitin ko. Sagutan nyo ang lahat ng activities except kung sinabi ko na huwag nyong sasagutan. Okay? So, pag sinagutan nyo yan, kaya naman, sinagutan. Sabi ni Sir, huwag sagutan. Sinagutan pa rin. Makulit. Okay. With the proper skills in cooking, how can you help your community? Ganun din yung sa past, ano? Pag may nakuha na kayong mga ability, skills na, paano kayo makakatulong sa inyong community? Very basic yan. Isa lang naman actually is good yan. As para sa akin. With the proper skills in cost production, ito, importante. How will the topic help you in terms of pricing the product? Ayan, paano makakatulong itong lecture natin para ma-presyon yung isang produkto? And then, complete the following table. Copy and answer the given table or notebook. Hindi na. What you're going to do is you're going to answer this dito na. Para pag-submit nyo, hindi na kayo mag-notebook. Actually, di ba, I told you, pwede namang walang notebook o sa papel na lang kung gusto nyo. So, sasagutan yan, suman, puto, cassava cake, bibingka, yellow corn, leche flan, halayang ube, hamburger, hotdog on a stick, and carioca. So, andyan yung purchase buying price yan, selling price niya. So, anong peso markup at ano ang percentage markup na ilalagay nyo rito. So, dahil natapos na tayo, okay, palakpak mo natin. Then, thank you very much, and after this video, please check in again doon sa Gmeet natin at tayo ay mag-uusap-usap ulit. So maraming salamat at see you.